Hello, welcome to Three Mates and a Podcast. A podcast that involves three people, or mates if you will, who discuss things, debate about stuff sometimes, and just chat about whatever. My name is Kaz and I run that podcast as the show's host, with the other two being my friend Jake.
Hiya.
And my boyfriend Albert.
Hello there.
And, from time to time guest stars as well, such as our other friends and stuff. We don't use our voices online, apart from Jake, so all our voices are edited by me, using a text-to-speech software that is linked below alongside the other credits and junk. Now, with that out of the way, how's about we jump into the podcast?
Another day, another mindless podcast episode.
We're not mindless, we're just brain dead.
Should we give people an update from the last episode since you never updated them yet?
Oh. Well, the characters and junk that we were coming up with from last episode for our own webtoon have been mostly figured out, and we're working together to make it into a series of webbooks that will be later posted to Jake's Wattpad.
I still like the idea I had that I was mentioning yesterday about letting other people's webtoon characters being guests in some scenes of the book and giving credit to their series to help them gain more attention.
Help them how? No one even watches our stuff, let alone. So that wouldn't really work. You just want an excuse to draw people's characters and find more webtoons to binge watch instead of doing actual work.
We talked about webtoons last episode, can we just move on please?
The accident was 5 years ago, can we just move on lol?
Nice one. Real funny.
So, does anyone actually have anything to talk about?
Hey guys, if you're both available, do you want to do an episode of Three Mates real quick? You ask, but then don't even have a topic planned for your own podcast.
We never plan anything for this podcast, we just start chatting and see where it gets us.
I know, and it shows.
Yeah, but it works.
So, anyone have any ideas?
Before this podcast gets boring and everyone clicks off?
Too late. That happened episode 1.
I was gonna say I want to talk about Twitch, but I don't use it that much and there is only like 2 people I watch on there.
We could. I watch a few that we could discuss.
Can we talk about the fact that you, still, don't remember the login for your Twitch, so you've been having to watch through my account with me?
I used an old email and I can't remember, so it won't let me back in.
It's fine. I'm usually up at 5 AM anyways.
Who the heck goes live at 5 AM?
Time zones, dude. Gobby usually goes live around what, 7 PM? But it's like, nearly 5 AM for us.
Yeah, I'll just be chilling at my place, and Albert will message me like, yo babe. The god is live. Get your butt over here. And I'll just rush over.
I watch his streams from time to time, but I usually don't chat, and I just have it open in the background while I draw and junk. And then the only other one I watch is FlowJoe, but he also streams YouTube, so...
I actually found out about another Twitch streamer from Meekapi, because he raided Braskin once and I liked his stream so I followed. Then we have Meekapi and Jojibee, who I also quite enjoy.
So, are we going to talk more about these guys or just name them and move on? Because we haven't really said anything else aside their names.
I don't really have much else to say, and we haven't even really talked about the main guy yet.
Okay, so who's the main guy?
Well, you. Duh.
I'm not though. I do not stream, what do you mean main guy?
I remember having a conversation with you nearly a year ago where you were talking about streaming and how you wanted to look more into how to stream so you could live stream yourself drawing with no mic and just music in the background while chatting with people and drawing their requests.
That was ages ago. I still haven't a clue on how to properly stream. And even if I did, I wouldn't know what I'm doing. The only times I've ever technically streamed was on TikTok when I went live on there, but I've since stopped after like the 3rd time of being banned for being a furry.
What if enough people hype you up and me and Albert both try and help you figure things out?
I mean, I'd think about it, yes.
You heard them folks. Let's show your love to our good pal Jake. I'll even put some of their art up on screen in editing.
Who are you talking to? No one watches our podcast.
We got a few comments last episode. Granted, one of them was our friend, but still.
And that's more than we had before, which was none.
So, how about we just talk about one more thing before we wrap up the episode for today?
Can we talk about coffee? Because I could really use one right now.
And it's funny. Coffee spelled backwards is Eefoc, which is funny.
Agreed. Even though no one will get the reference.
So do either of you know what an ice cap is?
Ice cap? No.
So for context, I'm Canadian buddy, and we have this thing called an ice cap, which is like a slushie, but coffee.
Wait. Is it anything like an ice frappuccino that you can get from Starbucks?
Pretty much yes. And they even have a carré milk one you can get.
Okay, perfect topic to end the podcast on. Favorite Starbucks soda? Go.
Drink wise, or
Just your go-to order.
easily for me, a milk-based caramelized frappuccino and a birthday cake pop.
Nice, nice. I usually get a Java chips.
Going to sound basic as fudge here, but I actually quite like the pink drink.
Basic answer LOL.
Alright, thanks for tuning in guys.
See ya. Bye bye.